Hi, this is Jen Wycliffe. Hey, we're back for another segment. Today I'm going to talk about some new food items that have hit the shelf this year, and we're going to talk about these products with this in mind. Are these products components of a healthy diet? Well, we'll investigate a little further. So where are we going? Well, let's go to this Favorite Day Bakery. New bakery items from Target, over 700 products, cakes, pies, cookies. Here's an example. We've got the Madeleines, a combination of Madeline cookies and brownies. And we've also got Simple Mills seed flour crackers. These are crackers made from a different kind of flour than what we're familiar with, or white flour, and then the sap maple seltzer. So before we go any farther, let me remind you that my YouTube channel is Essential Nutrition Tips, all one word. If you like this content, if you'd like to suggest further content, or just want to make remarks, I encourage you to do so. Please subscribe to the channel. I welcome your comments. Favorite Day Bakery. Well, I guess that means that every day you buy a bakery item from Favorite Day, it must be your favorite day. Target got together with their food scientists and came up with these products, of which I think there are somewhere in the ballpark of 700. And they're made with butter, they're guaranteed, and they are ultra processed. So, what's the rub with ultra processed? Remember, we said that ultra processed foods were tied to chronic disease. And so, we want to limit our ingestion of ultra processed products to less than 40% of our total calories. And so we could do the math. I've done that on an earlier video, but just have that in mind that ultra processed, made with butter or not, how do we define that? We said that in the product, if we recognize things as part of our kitchen, in our repertoire of ingredients in the kitchen, then it was fine. But these ultra processed products are made from things that are not found in the kitchen, like diglycerides, monoglycerides, potassium sorbate, preservatives, flavors, enhancers, these kinds of things. These products, all Favorite Day products, ultra processed, right? So that's one downside. Another downside is that to stay within the parameters of this serving size is hard. That is really an undertaking. So we got one puny little brownie at 48 grams, gets me 22 grams of added sugars, and a total of 32 grams or two plus carbohydrate servings. So I have to pay attention to that, and I'm saying it might be hard to stay within that serving size. And so, in a pinch, if I'm feeling the pull of the agent in chocolate, which is highly addictive, called theobromine, I might go for a Theo bar instead. And I don't necessarily need to have a third of the bar. And incidentally, chocolate, here I am, I'm giving you an alternative that is chocolate that is also ultra processed. So I want to minimize my intake of the Theo bar. And the only reason I suggest it is because it's a lower calorie if I don't have a third of the bar. If I have less than a third of the bar, maybe just want a piece of it, just because I'm feeling that pull of chocolate. And then my other alternative is to get out your mixer. Well, what in the devil do I mean there? Essentially, there are piles of recipes on the web that people have put together that don't have refined flour, that don't have eggs, don't have oil, don't have butter, etc. And you cannot believe how tasty they are. So, make this an event with your children and make the brownies at home, or make some cookies, or make something that's going to make you feel like you've had that chocolate. So, where am I putting the Favorite Day products on the healthy diet? Well, because they're ultra processed, they don't make the cut. All right. So, in a pinch, reach for something else, even if it is a Theo bar and just a little piece of chocolate, in an effort not to exceed that 40% that you're looking to stay away from in the ultra processed category. So that takes us to the Simple Mills organic seed flour crackers. I like these. I like them because I like the fact that you could have 9 and it's just a single serving size. And I'm still within, technically not terribly far from 1 carbohydrate serving or 15 grams of carbohydrate. And the way I get that is I back out this dietary fiber from the total carbohydrates. And they're tasty. And, you could put a little piece of avocado or what you might like to have on a seed cracker. Yes, lower glycemic response. Gluten-free, well, hey, maybe that's just incidental because you don't suffer from a gluten problem, but also low in saturated fat. So yes, these definitely do make the healthy diet component list. That takes us to the sap maple seltzer. Well, I had to kind of get schooled in maple sap, which is mostly water and a little bit of maple sugar. And the interesting thing about maple sugar is it doesn't create as big of a glycemic response. So that is advertised on the can. Is that sugar still considered part of my daily allocation of sugar, which as a woman, I get 24 grams a day? Yes, it is. And what I'm saying to you is that in light of the fact that this is mostly water and has a very subtle taste of maple, that what you might want to do is just reach for a glass of water. In the event that you were going to choose a sports drink or potentially an energy drink, you might opt for this in lieu of that because it gives you some flavor as opposed to none. But if I'm just, I'm going to reach for water and I grab for one of these instead, I would probably choose the water because the maple taste is minimal. So, what are our takeaways from today? Well, I'm going to ask you to resist impulsive buys because impulsive buys are mostly about these ultra processed items that are directly connected to both the occurrence and the long-standing aspect of chronic disease, and that you're always willing to create something in your own kitchen. I can't tell you how much your kids like doing this. I mean, buy a big mixer, figure this stuff out. It's not hard, and it's so much fun and gratifying when you've done it in your own when your own home. And then, of course, to think smart and not in the moment when you're starving, pick something out that is going to undermine your efforts for the whole day and sack your diet. So you're looking for something that is healthy for your family, not only in the moment, but also going forward. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.